Certain square cuts like these cards right here are pretty easy to find. All it takes is a quick eBay search and you'll be able to find one of these square Ninetales, I promise. But Japanese square cuts are a lot harder to find. You may be thinking, why is the border on this card so wide? Well, like this card and many square cuts, they are actually NFC or non-factory cut. And on the Japanese sheets, they had a pretty decent amount of bleed room, or amount of card that is normally cut off during the corner rounding and cutting process. And with the Japanese cards, it's pretty easy to tell because the border is kind of like a gradient. So the cards that are separate on the sheet, there's an easy spot where they split apart, and that's where this card was trimmed. Here is a square cut Japanese Venomoth that does not have that extra bleed, but it's still squared off corners. At first glance, it almost looks like this is just a normal card that was trimmed down to have the appearance of being a square cut. But when you place it over top of a normal sized square cut card, you can see that it fits perfectly. So this is a true square cut. It's not just a normally trimmed card. But then we have to ask another question. Is this actually an NFC, or was this actually a card that is truly square cut from the factory? Sadly, I cannot answer that question, especially with this card in particular. A lot of the Japanese cards look like this. So this is kind of a different variation, but it is very easy to trim to a normal card size. So that's really no deciding factor. But if we do flip it around, we can see that at least on this right side, looks like there's some decent edge chipping. And when cards were trimmed off of a sheet with a dull knife, you normally get a decent amount of edge chipping just like this on this corner. But we do not see that edge chipping on the left side, so that is a little strange. Either way, pretty pumped to add this square cut Venomoth into the collection. Thanks for stopping by. Tune in next time for some more Pokemon content.